All right, how's it going, Boosted Ghouls? We'll get all into the extra stuff at the end of the video. I just kind of want to talk about what's been happening. I've been seeing it pop up on YouTube more, and I've been seeing it pop up in my feeds more, and it's kind of concerning, at least for the motorsports world, I think, and especially in the United States side of things. But if you guys didn't know, basically racetracks around the country are being closed down for either housing developments or country club developments. I just actually recently watched a YouTube video about it with this guy. His name is Bladed Angel. I'm not endorsing the guy. He does not endorse me at all. Okay, but I do like his videos, and I do, I think they're a vibe. So I kind of like his YouTube. Kind of is actually kind of a lie. I actually really like his YouTube videos, to be honest. But anyways, I digress. Right. Get back to the topic at hand. Racetracks, closing down, it kind of sucks. Well, let's go through why they're closing down. We already said housing developments, country club developments, but who's pushing for these things? I actually don't know who's pushing for housing developments near racetracks. But if we take a step back and look, a lot of racetracks really are built on nice, like, areas, beautiful, beautiful scenery in the woodlands, like the Nuremberg, or the one that's over in Japan, that drift track. I cannot remember the name of it, so please forgive me. Do not torch me at the stake. But even there's some nice tracks over here in the U.S. too as well. There's a lot of nice tracks that are in gorgeous scenery. The nature, I guess, around it is really nice. So, and I kind of want to preserve stuff like that too. It's not just for the racetrack. I think like the nature around it would be very important to preserve. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not like a hippie or nothing. I'm not really like, obviously I build cars. I care about cars. So it's like, it is what it is. But I still care about the environment to an extent. You know what I mean? So like, I still want to preserve some of that beauty. And I think that's pretty important. As to where housing developments, I think, ruin that beauty. I don't think houses next to a racetrack look good. I think it looks kind of silly, to be honest, and all around, like, industrializing everything is kind of, making the whole area just kind of not as gorgeous, or kind of more dull, if you ask me. Honestly, more boring, in my honest opinion. And it's people that move into these houses, right, that are the problem, because they move into a house next to a racetrack, and I guess didn't expect noise. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I think that if you buy a house near a racetrack and then you start complaining about noise, it should be on you, because you didn't think about the purchase beforehand in the surrounding areas. That should be on you. We shouldn't have to close down racetracks because a bunch of middle-aged people want to buy houses next to it because the land looked good, just to have them try to close it down, now losing all the, local income, and as well as jobs that were probably posted up on that racetrack. Right? So what are you doing? Why do people do these things? I don't know. So I digress, right? I digress. Also, why do we need more country clubs on top of that too? Now that I think about it, what's the point of having a bunch of golf courses everywhere when it's only for a select few? As where you get a car, you can mod it out and take it anywhere, bro. As long as you can pay like the $100 track fee or whatever. Some of them not even that expensive, right? And you can just make a car, boost it up, build it up, however you want to do it for a track. Pay a little bit of money, go to a track, race, have fun. And, anybody can really do that if they really wanted to. As to where, like, I feel like country clubs and stuff, you have to be a select few, which kind of sucks. You know what I mean? So why do we need more of that when we can have, a racing dynamic, or a dynamic of a community that's already got different people from different walks of life that are coming together, having fun and enjoying what they do, maybe talking a little bit of shit here and there, but having fun with what they do. You know what I mean? And on top of that, I mean, the bigger issue too, if you honestly think about it, is that the more racetracks that they close down, the more street races are going to happen, and you're not going to stop it. People are still going to race regardless. It's been like that since forever ago. People have been building cars to outrun the police for a very long time, right? So it's going to happen regardless of if they close them down or not. So why close them down and take something that has safety standards and doing it? And there's obviously look, racing isn't 100%. There's no guarantee that you could walk away from a race, right? Everybody knows that. There's always some kind of risk involved. But on a track, it's still a lot safer on a track than it is on the street. Even if there isn't a bunch of cars out there, you could still take yourself out or take somebody else out if you didn't see them. You know what I mean? So, and then people complain about people street racing, right? But if you complain about street racing, then why don't we keep the tracks open? But you complain about the noise on the tracks. So basically, they just want no loud cars. They're just a bunch of basically middle-aged old people that don't give a rat's butt about nothing except for trying to live in an area and then trying to ruin the scenery with their garbo cookie cutter houses. Let's be 100 about it. All the houses are cookie cutter that always pop up. None of them always look anything different, and it's just always boring. It's dull. It sucks, right? So, I mean, this is all just opinionated, right? Mostly opinionated. Heavily opinionated, I would say, right? So don't take this as a news source. Mostly is what I'm saying, but I think there's ways that we can probably fight back. Well, I wouldn't say fight back really, but like ways we can kind of try to preserve our racetracks, like through either petitions. I think there's something online with SEMA. I don't remember it entirely, but I believe there's some kind of petition on there. You can also write to your local government. Probably will work, probably won't, depending. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. But it's worth a shot. You know what I mean? It's worth a shot reaching out to local governments and trying to get things set up in a legal way, I think, and still keeping the peace between everybody. I think that would be pretty manageable if we didn't have a bunch of goofballs still trying to ruin it. So, but we'll see. We'll see when the time comes and how things go. But hopefully, we can collectively as a community get together behind the same, thing and trying to save the racetracks. So that's just my little stint. I know, I'm sorry, it's kind of a rant, kind of heavily opinionated, I know, but I'm kind of a fan of racetracks and motorsports and beautiful scenery, so I don't really want to see it all go. So I appreciate you guys listening to my rant, and now I'm going to give you guys the update, like I said. So I know I haven't been back in a while. I'm super sorry about that, you know what I mean? But it has been work. We've been pushing a lot, trying to get things energized. As you know, I'm an electrician, so that's what I do. So our company's trying to get a lot of things, trying to get this building buttoned up, done, and so we can get out of there hopefully by the end of this month or next month. And hopefully things will start to slow down and I can start getting back on videos again, and that would be pretty cool. Other than that, though, I do have a family as well, so I do have to take care of my family, and I like to enjoy my time with my family too. And so it's been kind of a balancing act right now. So it's kind of tough, but I'm learning my ways, and we'll try to get back to making videos here and there and trying to do it like once a week or twice a week. We'll figure it out, but that's always cool. Other than that, though, we do have the bill housing bolts on order now, finally. We went to Aces Hardware. I went to freaking Lowe's, Home Depot, and Tractor Supply all over the areas to multiple different locations, and none of them had the bolt, so I just had to bite the bullet, order them. So now we're waiting on shipping. Once they get here, we can start cracking at this thing, seeing what parts we actually will need to order in the future, and start working on the engine. So once we get them, we'll be good. Until then, we'll just try to make more videos about different topics in the car community, and hopefully it'd be a pretty cool time, and we can have discussions like that, and maybe do lives and story times about races and stuff like that too. That'd be cool. But other than that, just work and family stuff and trying to get everything right and ready to go. And then once we get the bolts in from shipping, we're good. So I'll see you guys on the next video, and I appreciate you guys sticking around for this long. It's a long video, I know for sure, but appreciate you guys big time. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Lots of love to everybody. Appreciate everyone again. I'm out of here. You guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Happy Monday. Peace. It didn't work. It didn't.